real thanks for taking time this afternoon and coming in. I really appreciate it. Hopefully very soon you're going to be back full time. You know, I've been here for 2.5 weeks and it's fantastic, but the weather is really demanding. How long does it take you to get used to the temperatures?
You don't.
You don't? Okay, okay.
I'm Mohammed Sham, a fourth-year medical student at the School of Medicine. Okay, so I have a question. Why did you want to be the president of UKH?
So I have a background where I was a government minister in the United Kingdom government, and I visited Kurdistan in about 2008 and was really attracted to the region. And I've followed the development of Kurdistan since and really seen the openness of Kurdistani people, their appetite for connecting to the world, the openness in terms of wanting to democratise the region, and also the commitment to modernisation of the economy. And all of those things really chime with me. And I think good universities are a key means of helping that to happen. So that's one of the reasons why I was keen to come here. But I was also attracted by the founder's vision for this university of training and developing and educating the future leaders of Kurdistan, which I think is really important, but also the type of teaching that's practiced at the university. So not just teaching facts, but teaching students in terms of critical thinking, workplace skills and discipline, so that students are able to not only have a good time at university to succeed educationally, but then to be able to get a good job. And I'm really pleased that 99% of UKH graduates move into a job after graduating. So that was part of the attraction. And I think the other reason is as I spent about 20 years practicing and being committed to the internationalisation of higher education, and to have the opportunity to work in an international university, and this is an international university here in Erbil, is really attractive. So I've only been here for a short while, but already really enjoying it. But that was part of the motivation for coming here.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Tima Azadeen. I am third year now, general medicine. We would love, first, congratulations for your position, and we're very pleased to be at this meeting. I would like to ask a question regarding the university. So what are your plans for the future? What do you see yourself doing?
Okay, I mean, the important point to make first is that there's a good existing university here. Since 2006, the establishment of the university, it's achieved an awful lot and inspired and developed many students. But there are plans for change. I've got a real commitment to prioritising the improvement of the student experience. So I'm going to be meeting all of the students at the start of the academic year, hearing their views about what we do well, but also what can be improved. And I very strongly want to bring in an annual process of student surveys. So we survey students about the quality of teaching, the quality of support, and a whole range of other factors that determines or makes a judgment on your satisfaction, but then critically planning in response to those surveys to improve the universities. So that's the first thing, really prioritising our students. Secondly, doing even more to ensure that our students succeed and go into good graduate level jobs in Kurdistan and even beyond that. So working with local businesses to get chief executives of businesses to come in to talk to our students, to inspire them and to connect them to the world of work. I think that's going to be really important. I also want us, this is an international university, to develop more and stronger international partnerships. Obviously, given my background, a number of those will be with UK universities, but universities elsewhere in the world as well, because I've got a very strong belief that if you can bring students together across countries, across the globe, living together, studying together, working together, that's a really powerful force for good internationally, and it's really, really developmental for students. And I speak from personal experience. My undergraduate degree was in French, and as part of that I spent a year teaching in France, in Paris, and it was one of the most developmental opportunities of my life. I mean, it changed my horizons, it changed my thinking, it made me a much more open and resilient person, and therefore the opportunities for international students to come here, for you to go to international universities, that's what I would like us to do more of. And I think the final, and I'm just highlighting some of the key changes, a really important one for me as well is seeing the university as a thought leader and a society influencer. So I've got big ideas around bringing in international profile speakers and lecturers to deliver speeches, lectures, conferences to our students, to our alumni, to members of the community, to inspire, to develop, but to help us to influence what's happening for the better in society in Kurdistan. So those are some of the things. Obviously, all change and improvements take time, but very committed to doing that and working with the fantastic staff we've got at the university to achieve that and the students. Can I turn it round? Because I'm really interested to hear about your experiences here at UKH. So let me start at the beginning. And some of you tell me why you applied to UKH in the first place.
I believe one thing that universities want to do and need to do is to filter out the best talents, the best students, the best academics, and bring them together, and not just giving them a graduation certificate, but to bring those talents together so that together they can motivate each other, inspire each other, and to learn from each other. And I think UKH's reputation was long heard in Kurdistan, and I have personally heard it. UKH is one of the top universities, if not the top university in the region, and it gave me a lot of hope. That's why, although I got accepted in another university here in Erbil, but I chose UKH because of its reputation.
Reputation,
Yeah.
okay, that's interesting.
I think for me it was my brother studying here and me seeing him how successful he is, and the structure of the university and the educational system here, it's really different from the other universities, and you can tell just by visiting the university once. You can tell by communicating with the students. It gave me hope, and I wanted to be like them, and then to be like him, and then be successful and improve my skills. And although same as Muhammad, I got accepted in other universities, but I chose UKH because it's literally the best university here, in my opinion.
Judy Karwan, yes. Politics and International Relations, UG2. UKH is an exception. No matter where you go, University of Kurdistan always delivers, and everyone can see that. And in the job market as well, students of UKH are more likely to get the job.
Yeah.
More of the companies actually ask for UKH students, if there are any. So, and also I have a couple of relatives studying here, and I could see firsthand the education, how it's done, and I could see how different it is from the other universities.
Okay, really good.
So as they mentioned that we, like with no doubt, we have a good educational academic life here in UKH. But one thing that really made me join this university was their student life. Besides the academic life, there are many things for like opportunities for us to join. For example, many volunteering events and many activities. For example, for the politics students, not long ago they had the chance to meet the president of Kurdistan region. So many more other activities. They try to, for the student to enjoy their student life besides the academic life. So I think that's also very important in university life. in order to develop your character, make relations with the other people. So, yeah.
I wholly agree with you. Your academic work is really important.
Yes.
But the things you do around it, outside of the formal curriculum, develops you as a person and an individual, and getting the kind of role in life and job that you want, that can be as important.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And what about the teaching? Tell me about the teaching you receive at the university.
Basically the teaching is divided into 3 lectures per day, which I think is very reasonable for a student to basically be able to be focused at all the time. And we do get breaks, one long and of course several that are more minor. The lectures are usually preferred to stay long term, so we don't have any on and off teachers. So the lecturer would be aware of the students' weaknesses and negatives from day 1 onward. We also work as a medical student. We obviously have labs and practicals, which are just as important. We go in very minor, small groups of maximum a group of 5. Which I think is way better than going in large numbers. So the teachers are more able to focus, obviously, on what is needed to be fixed and small minor mistakes every student can be, so we can be fully prepared for the future.
Absolutely, and that's good. And that point about small class sizes is really important.
Definitely.
The academic staff here, they don't want you to just like learn and then forget. They really, really push you through your limit. They push you till you can learn, and like they make you think outside of the box. They don't let you like learn nothing. They basically push you, and the harder they push you, the more you learn and the more experience you get. And of course, after when you finish the university, you basically have a lot of experience, a lot of work, and you've been already through some stress, so you will get used to your job really, really easily.
Yeah, no, I think you want support, but being pushed to do your best
they
is
really
really
push you
important.
to your limits. They want you to know your limits here.
And that's, I talked at the beginning about part of my attraction is for UKH is the focus on getting you a good job in the world of work. And you know, when you go into work, you're going to be pushed. So actually experiencing that at university.
Yeah, exactly.
Is important.
Because like when we most of our like alumni they have their own job, they have their own companies, or they either study outside, like in international universities around the world. So studying here basically makes you a better person in person, and in an academic way, they make you better as well.
Great. And Tima, you talked about 3 lectures a day.
Yes.
Roughly, how many hours study outside of the classroom do you have to do? How much time does that take up for you?
Usually that depends. Most we can do some study classes in uni, and most students usually prefer at least like a daily follow-up at home of 4 to 5 hours.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Other than education, the teachers are here very friendly, and they act you like their child. We don't feel that they are our teachers just teaching us and pushing us just for studying and forcing us for these things. They also help us like how you can go ask your father and mother, and they help us. For example, last year we had some of the issues, and all of the teachers helped us, and we fixed these issues. Sometimes you go to there and ask for questions. They don't mind. They can even speak for you for hours, for 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
That's interesting. What about socializing and making friends at university? Has that been a good experience?
About social life in our university, students are very, very friendly, and they're easy to approach. Everybody here is like friendly, super friendly. Everybody's looking for a friend, so basically making friends here, it's really, really easy. And like not only with the students, you can go become friends with your teachers as well. Teachers here are super friendly, and the staff here are super friendly as well. Everybody's approachable. They are up to socializing, and they are up to everything.
Yeah, I think UKH knows how to choose its students, and people here are very sociable. You can talk to everyone. I made a lot
Except for the students in this group. Yeah.
I've made a lot of friends. Actually, I know most of the people here, and they're from different departments, different stages. But yeah, I think because of COVID, though, it has decreased just a little bit, yeah. But I think the university does its best in terms of providing activities for the students to get to know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
You've actually raised an issue I was going to ask you all about. COVID has been, you know, I'm older than all of you, but
Yes.
COVID has been the worst experience that I've seen
It really
in my
has,
life.
been, especially for us
Yeah, no,
youngsters.
and for students and young people,
Yeah.
grim. So what's it been like?
It's been really, really tough. I feel like not coming to university was the worst part of it all because I really liked my first year here. I had a lot of fun. And in terms of education, it has decreased the quality a little bit because online learning is just never going to be the same as in-person learning. But I feel like our university has done its best. Like they did the best they could to give us the best possible education as well.
Yeah, I think the experience has convinced everyone that there is, yes, online learning can be an add-on,
Yeah.
but there's no substitute for face-to-face contact.
Yeah, there is no substitute, absolutely.
Hopefully the good news is that come October, I'm reasonably confident we are going to be returning to face-to-face teaching with students on campus. I say reasonably confident. It will ultimately be subject to the recommendation from the Higher Education Ministry, but at the moment that's what we're planning for. There will of course be, you know, social distancing policies in place on campus and other regulations that students will have to adhere to, but I'm determined we do everything we can to try and get you back on campus because it really matters, and you know, it matters to all of you and the opportunities and the chances that you get. Okay, well, thank you for all your time this afternoon, and I really look forward to welcoming you back in October, hopefully. Thank you.